Okay. I swear to God, that was the longest minute I had to wait before clicking the start button. Uh, I think I have every link I want to send out. I'm gonna check. Um, just send it out to like a few more people before I really get started today. I don't think. I think today I'm not gonna have many people watching. Just being honest. Eh, gonna set up the phone. Just so I can get there. Oh my god. So might as well just start the game on the disc. And yeah, I do own like a digital copy as well as a physical copy. And I just recently imported a Japanese version. So I'll see how that goes. Uh, oh my god. Okay. So, yeah. Get out of here. Fucking notifications. Uh. Okay. So, gonna send this out to one more person. So, if you didn't know, Demon Souls is technically, although the main servers are shut down, the game still has private servers. And today I'm going to be using those just in case I find anyone or do anything. And I have left a link in the description for how to join the servers. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is just change your fucking DNS, I believe, which is what I did yesterday, and it's working pretty well. Ugh. Usually I don't start this late, but today, just feeling a little bit lazy. I will be streaming. Ugh. Does it sound normal? So I was the Dark Souls 2 servers are down today on the PC, which kinda sucks because I was hoping on playing that a bit later today. Because personally, Dark Souls 2 has my favorite PvP and shit like that. The ones prior to Dark Souls 2 aren't that great, but it's kind of a novelty thing, and that's why I am playing on the private server, so we'll see things that we would have seen before the servers got shut down, I want to say 8 months ago? Haven't played it. These games, don't let the dude bro shitbags, like, turn you away. These games are still really good and some of my favorites. They're great RPGs, in my opinion. And personally, Demon Souls is my favorite. But Dark Souls, they're all good, with personally the exception of Dark Souls 3. Yeah, okay, so right now on this server, there are 6 people online in the entire game. Usually, if we weren't on this, we wouldn't really see, and they're all in different places. We usually wouldn't see where these guys are, but because it's a private server, they're easily trackable, and we can kind of tell where they are. But I believe you can only check at the start of the game. I played a little bit of Bloodborne. That was fun. Oh yeah, no, Bloodborne's a great one too. I would say my second favorite. I liked it enough to platinum it, which I bring up every fucking time. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm biased, because like Demon Souls is my first Souls game, but I don't know. I just like kind of the simplicity of it, and I feel like the world was just built better in this game, despite being not as Metroidvania-esque. I mean, there's still shortcuts and shit like that, but it's not one interconnected world. And where's the... Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me just edit this appearance. North, west, east. Okay, I'm gonna go with age. Does it really change anything? Seems to like push their face down and give them a tan. Oh god. Fucking Kakarot hairstyle. Fucking which anime fuckboy do you want? Oh my god, he looks like Kaiji. Hair color? Fucking near. He's fucking near now. Brow depth. Oh, he's so... he looks like an idiot. So angry. Okay, what class do we want for this guy? Do we want Shitlord Knight? Huge ass forehead. Yeah, you could land a helicopter on that thing. You want the Hunter Boy with the fucking stupid axe? The fucking magic class? Oh no, this ain't the magic class. This is... I'm sure he has some magic. Oh, he's a faith build, ew. Wonder. Yeah, you know what? These fucking, like, douchebag bathrobes look really good on him, so... It's like a mix of Nier and Trunks, yeah. Yeah, let's go with this guy. Potato. This is a great representation of me. I should know I'm a 60-year-old anime hero. He plays a squirrel in this game. I wish.
By channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land.
So here's a slideshow, because I don't think FromSoft had a budget at this point.
World, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned.
This was 2009, after all.
But Valorfax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the old one.
So
the great
aroused.
beast below the Nexus from its eternal slumber. And that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons.
I feel like thematically this game's closer to Bloodborne than it is to Dark Souls.
Their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds.
I mean, sure, aesthetically it's closer to Dark Souls by a mile, but...
Valorfax spoke of the enticing
a lot more Lovecraftian shit here.
Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon's soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land.
Quite the slideshow.
But none have returned. Pure of the twin fangs.
Like... What do you think the press conference was for this? Crazy how far these games have come. Yeah, no, fucking definitely. Comparing the intro to this to fucking Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. I don't like Dark Souls 3 that much, but its intro is really nice looking. What it looks like is like they had a CGI intro, and then fucking Toshi, like in a drunk fit of rage, just fucking deleted them all. So they were just like, ah, fuck, just put it in like a fucking PowerPoint, and then just add like a fucking Windows Live Movie Maker music track or whatever the fuck. And then they just had to ship it like this.
Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
You like to play with Journey to the Nexus? Sure. Why not? I could totally see that happening, though. Yeah, it's not far off from the fucking truth. Bet you that's what actually happened. See, from what I can gather, FromSoft at this point, all they were doing is like doing fucking Armored Core games and like Cookie and Cream and shit. They weren't necessarily really on the map. And like they stopped doing Kingsfield games like
so that you may lull the old one
8 years
back
prior to this game. So they weren't up to much. Let's just do a full Bloodborne here. This game's a lot faster, I would say, than Dark Souls 1 and 2. Not as fast as Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, but you have some mobility here. I believe that ghost is actually fake. Hey, Ruben. Just fucking playing Demon Souls on a private server, basically. There are 6 people playing this game worldwide right now, which is more than Dark Souls 2 at the moment because the servers are down on the PC version. So I'm just fucking about. I wonder if I can get the Japanese version that I imported, which hopefully will be here soon, to get online, because I know there was problems earlier when they were making these fucking servers, but I'm not sure if that's still a problem now. No, nothing there. I also like the visual style of... Stop. I also like the visual style of Demon Souls a bit more than the other games. It varies just a bit more. Not sure if you answered this already, but which game in the series do you think is the hardest? Okay. I've beaten them all. And in terms of difficulty, a lot of people won't agree with me on this, but personally, I thought Dark Souls 3 gave me the hardest time. And I believe that's because that game is especially hard on people who use pyromancy and magic, unlike Demon Souls and Dark Souls. I went with a pyromancer in Dark Souls 3, and it just wasn't, it was just hard. And this is before I played Bloodborne. I played Bloodborne after Dark Souls 3, and I think that's why I found Bloodborne kind of easy. It's because I was kind of used to that speed increase, whereas I was just off the heels of fucking Dark Souls 2, which is the slowest. So in terms of difficulty, I would go from hardest to least hardest. Dark Souls 3 Then Demon Souls without like all these stupid fucking exploits. Dark Souls 3, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, then Dark Souls 2. Although I would say Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne are kind of interchangeable with difficulty, because there's some really fucking hard DLC in Dark Souls 2, and there's a lot of it. I wanted to get this game when I was at a mall with a friend, but I was too young at the time, so I couldn't buy it. There's no time like the present. This game's really good and really cheap. In fact, all the Souls games are. I've never had to spend more than, I want to say, $20 in these games. And I got Dark Souls 3 a year after it released, so yeah, no, these games can go pretty cheap, unless you're getting some like special edition. The deluxe version of this game that came out in America, which is like the American special edition, goes for like $100 because it was a limited print and whatever. But the European special edition, the Black Phantom edition, goes for like $80. But no, I would definitely recommend getting either this one or Bloodborne or any of them. I don't get why actually a lot of people find Bloodborne to be the hardest. I think it's because of the speed variant. But I don't know. I found Bloodborne to be pretty easy with the exception of the DLC. And like the Chalice dungeon bullshit. Okay. Let's see if my skills are to the test. I can put my skills to the test. Whoa. Kind of remember this being a bit harder. But then again, as I said, this was the first Souls game I played at the time. So, kind of different than what I was used to. I kind of want to lure him out a bit more. Don't back into the wall. Nope. Okay. I think one of them is coming to the Switch, so I might pick it up. That one's Dark Souls Remastered, which is just Dark Souls on the Switch, because it doesn't come with like the visual upgrade, I think, and it's still locked at 30 FPS. I played Bloodborne for 15 minutes and was horrible at it. Put it down and still haven't looked back. I think I'll have to vicariously live through you. I would recommend it. What people really need to get good at with the... I fucking said it. No. What people... If you want to get better at it, I think it really comes down to parrying. You just fucking shoot when you're about to be attacked, and don't be afraid to be aggressive in Bloodborne. Okay. Is that it? Is there no more things here? Aren't you supposed to, like, kill me or something? Oh, no, I have to go down here. Okay. Grass. You can't jump in this game, which is kind of odd to me. And again, this was the first one. Shard of Heartstone. I would say Dark Souls possibly might be the best introduction to the series. At least the easiest one to get into, because it kind of explains itself a bit better than Demon Souls does. Because I would say this game is a lot more punishing in certain ways than other games were. Mostly because when you die in this game, you lose half your health immediately. Like your full health. Until you, like, kill another boss or use a Heartstone or whatever. Here is the Nexus. One of my favorite kind of hub world areas in games. I will admit this game does really scream late 2000s, like, Japanese niche game. I don't know, this area just kind of does it. Even Dark Souls doesn't really feel like this. Even though, like, Dark Souls definitely doesn't, like, a super big budget game, this game just, like, reeks of middleware. I fully intend on getting back to Bloodborne. I bought it for streaming purposes, but just haven't had the time. Aw. For all of 2017, I played every Souls game that I hadn't beaten. Including this one. So, okay. Hey, there's actually a ghost here. So here's one of the few online players after the server died. See, Demon Souls was the first Souls game I played. I bought it, I want to say, late 2013, early 2000, or late 2012. And what was I gonna say? It's one of the first Souls games I played, but I never beat it until I just loaded up the save one day in like 2017 and just went for it. And for some reason, I'm not sure why I didn't fucking beat it earlier, because I was so over leveled at that point. I'll fucking show you the character afterwards. I still have his shitty character, and I fucking ran through that. I ran through the game, but in 2017, I just beat all of these games. I just kind of marathon them. I even bought a PS3. I hate to admit it, I bought a PS3 just for Bloodborne. At the time, I had an Xbone, but I then got a job, and my first paycheck basically was used to play, to buy a PS4 and like a used copy of Bloodborne, which also came with a copy of Until Dawn, which is what I'd like to call like a David Cage-like game that's actually good. I enjoyed that game, although I've never really felt the need to play it again. I think the only time I'd really want to play it again is if, like, you know, maybe if Steve or someone is, like, fucking, you know, wants to play it or something like that. Because I think it's better if you don't know what's going on. And I mean, yeah, there's alternative choices and shit, but still, it's a good game. I just, over here. David Cage, but good. It's the best way to describe Until Dawn. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good game. I haven't played Rush of Blood, even though it's like one of the, I hear, better PSVR games. Nor have I played The Impatient, which is the prequel to Until Dawn, which I hear is one of the worst VR games. So, quite the repertoire, actually. What is their fucking names? The company that made that? Was it Heidmont? Or whatever? They're like an English studio. I played Bloodborne for a bit on the PS4. It just takes a lot of focus, and you really have to devote a lot of time to each game session. Yeah. The problem with these games, or more so how people play them, is that, I don't think I've ever personally been down here. Beware of horde of foes ahead. Oh, bad boys. Is this like a white soul level tendency shit? Okay, so yeah, no. The more I play of each of these games, and like the more I lose, the saltier I get. So at a point, I just actually have to stop. I've been meaning to get a PSVR for literally just to play Rush of Blood. If you ever get the money, I'd actually recommend it. Usually, I would say stuff like that is kind of frivolous and just kind of a cash grab add-on, but honestly, PSVR is actually pretty good. I know, I'm not even sure why I really just wanted to get one. It just seemed interesting. And I think it was kind of because of like RE7 kind of aping it. And oh my god. And I think, well, the first game I got with it was Skyrim, which, I don't know, it's Skyrim. That was the first time I played Skyrim, and I mean, it's cool. It's in VR and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's Skyrim, and I don't care for Skyrim much. Oh yeah, I heard RE7 is amazing on PSV. It is. I know, okay, Hikikomori Media said he didn't like it, but no, I found it fucking amazing. RE7 in general is just a fun game. It's really fun, and I don't know, it's a really nice return to form for me. Skyrim is cool. I can't really imagine wanting to play it in VR though. There's some nice things about it. I just don't care for Skyrim. I find it a very, I don't know, basic RPG. Like, I'm sure it's done some cool things, but like it just doesn't really appeal to me because it seems like, oh, the standard. Plus, I just don't like a lot of Western, like, medieval fantasy games. I think the Souls games are an exception, even though they're made in Japan. I don't like the character models. Pretty much the entire artistic game tends to be bland to me. Yeah. I would say fucking Oblivion is much worse in that regard, but Skyrim's pretty bad. I will say, though, I do enjoy Morrowind, despite its terrible, terrible gameplay. And I mean it's bad. Like, I already think fucking Oblivion, whenever you hit someone, feels unresponsive. But the fact they thrown in, like, a shitty dice roll system is just disgusting to me. Because it's in a first-person game, so you can clearly be stabbing something and miss. Friend. Okay. It's so nice seeing bloodstains here. It's few and far between as they possibly are. Yeah, it's pretty basic, to be fair, and the people are fugly, and it bothers me. Yeah, imagine seeing them in VR. And this isn't like the special edition of Skyrim, which has the slightly improved graphics. It's basically they ported the PS3 version to the PS4 and just added a VR thing to it. Which, I mean, granted, it's an achievement that they got that shit on the PS4 at 60 FPS constant on VR. But it's still ugly. And VR ain't gonna save the game's shitty visuals. Also another good, like really good VR game, is The Persistence. That game is really nice. The first Dragon Age was pretty awesome in my opinion. Dragon Age Origins. Haven't played them. Okay. Stop being so fucking cocky. It's a BioWare game, right? I actually don't think I've ever played, in general, a BioWare game either. Played a bit of Origins. It's actually really fun. Okay. Might actually have to check that out then. How old is it? Like 2008? I used to play tabletop Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, and Origins really captures the feel of it. I think it is, yeah. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, okay. Sue me, but I really couldn't get into like Baldur's Gate and fucking Planescape. I don't know. I think they've aged for the worse. I mean, not in like terms of visuals. The visuals are actually fine. I kind of like that almost pre-rendered, early like. It's not pre-rendered, I would say, but it's certainly something. That late 90s PC adventure game kind of look. Like Fallout. 2009. Okay. But, I don't know, the combat and stuff. Could also be the fact that I don't like turn-based RPGs. Call me impatient, but I was never too big into them back in the day, but Planescape has some good writing in my opinion. I liked Icewind Dale. Yeah. I mean, the guys who did Planescape were some of the same people that did Fallout 1 and 2, which are some of the few turn-based RPGs I like. And they tend to be good writers. I think also some of them did fucking Vampires the Masquerade, which is also a really nice game. Okay, what's down here? Bastard Sword. Bastardo. Icewind Dale was in real time? I think I own Icewind Dale. I don't think I ever got far in it, though. Okay. I'm gonna open this shortcut down here. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like a lot of CRPGs kinda, I don't know, bore me. A lot of them are really complex, but there's definitely a market out there for them. What's it? Fucking Brian Fargo, guy who makes Fallout, is making a lot of them. Like, there's kind of a revival of them right now. Torment, Tides of Nimurna, fucking Wasteland 2 and 3. Yeah. There's definitely a market out there for them, but they're kind of like, to me, they're kind of like point-and-click adventure games, which has limited appeal to me in general. Ooh. Ouch. I'm definitely more of a console JRPG kind of guy. Yeah. Boom. I'd say Dark Souls. The Souls series kind of like itched a niche for me. A lot of people like these games because they're, I don't know, hard or whatever. But I don't know, the combat's just kind of nice in these games. Their style of RPG that I wish I'd see more. Not so much like games aping the style, because a lot of games do, and they never turn out that great. I mean, Salt and Sanctuary was nice, but that's a turn like a 2D side scroller, and I don't think it really counts. But like the Surge and Lords of the Fallen are. These days, I'm mostly about console JRPGs as well, but in the 90s, really loved Western PC RPGs. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. It just never really clicked with me. I guess I just really don't have the patience. I was kind of raised on, like, I wouldn't say more action-y. Well, I mean, yeah, yeah. No, I was raised on pretty stupid action-y games. I grew up originally, like one of the first games I played, besides like an Elmo game that I owned, was actually Doom. And from there, I went to like, what's that fucking console? The Xbox. How did I forget the fucking Xbox's name there? It's possibly my favorite console, the original Xbox. From there, I went from the original Xbox, and I was actually, there was a wide range of fucking weird niche games that I liked. Fucking Breakdown is one of them. Not sure if you guys have played that. Hold on. Yeah, old school TRPGs have a lot of appeal to me, but I'm too impatient to really drive into them. Yeah, they're really slow paced by today's standards. Like Fallout 2 takes forever to really get going. Yeah, actually, I will say that's kind of a problem with Fallout 2. As opposed to even Fallout 1, I would say it takes a while before you're really able to really get into it. Okay.
That well.
Okay. Okay, that was pretty easy. Y'all ever play Fusion Frontier? It was on a demo disc for a game I owned. I think it was fucking Halo that had... No, it was fucking... I think it was like this Jet Set Radio combo. Which came with like Sega GT, whatever. And which also showed a trailer for Shenmue 2 on the Xbox. Which I never knew what Shenmue was until like 10 years later. So it was just like this really weird serious game on the console. It was like, whoa, what is this? What about murder and revenge? Like, what? But yeah. What's happening here? Cease to exist.
What on earth are you doing? Please, you must
Sorry.
not.
Like, Fusion Frenzy, yeah, I only played like a demo disc. There was also like a demo from Mech Warrior, and I never got that game until like a few weeks ago. So now I finally own fucking Mech Warrior, which is like one of those mini games they used to advertise Xbox Live with back in the day. I feel like that, in my opinion, the original Xbox, before they kind of like hoard out and just kind of did like hoard out with the 360, there was a fair decent amount of niche games as well as like AAA shit. There wasn't as much stuff on there as there was on the PS2, but the stuff that was on there usually was of a higher quality. I would say the PS2, I would say, would be my third favorite, honestly. I do like the Dreamcast just a bit more. Of that generation. And then, like, and then the PS2, and then the GameCube, because I used to say I love the GameCube, but thinking about it now, I don't know, there's kind of like a handful of games I really like for the GameCube, and then the rest are, I don't know, I feel like it's a console with kind of wasted opportunity. Because it was Nintendo just, like, once again, trying... It was both Nintendo trying to be like its market, and also not. Because it had those stupid fucking mini-discs. So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what Shenmue was until, like, 2013, 2014, back when I was interested in all in the Dreamcast. Most Xbox versions of games tend to be slightly better than on the PS2, yeah. Because the Xbox was a lot more powerful. I don't know, there was also just, like, games like Otogi and shit that were just really nice looking, which, by the way, was also a FromSoft game. But then, like, I don't know, the 360, the 360 had some good, like, niche market appeal, but now the Xbox One, although okay, unpopular opinion, I kind of prefer the Xbox One because they're not doing as much sneaky shit as Sony as of right now, like crossplay and whatnot. But there's this generation in general, there's kind of this, you either have indie games or fucking super AAA games, and I agree with Jim Sterling on the Jim Sterling here. You don't see games like Demon Souls. I mean, yeah, there's Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is like a AAA fucking thing now. Demon Souls is not. I had a lot of nostalgia for the GameCube, but I agree. The GameCube was the start of, like, many years of Nintendo losing its mind. I think they got back on the rails just recently. Really makes me regret sticking to the PS2 version. So I could have opted for better Xbox versions. Yeah, but for a long ass time, I didn't have, like, any other 6th-gen consoles or anything. It was only until, like, I want to say 2008 or 2009 where I started going back and buying game consoles at, like, swap meets and shit. Just before I think game collecting really took off. I mean, we still had people like AVGN and the like, but it wasn't the big deal then. But come towards around, like, 2011, 2012, yeah, we start seeing channels like Metal Jesus really blow up, and then we get, like, inflated markets and shit like that. I don't know. I think right now, if you're gonna start collecting for any console, it's actually really good that you start collecting for the... Fuck, okay. When's the dragon coming? Okay, I was hoping for the dragon to come right now, but it seems like it isn't. Which is not good for me, because there's a lot of fuckers here. What was I saying earlier? Oh, yeah. So basically, middle market just doesn't kind of exist anymore on modern consoles. The OG Xbox is actually a great system to collect for right now. Yeah, no, surprisingly... Oh, why did I eat grass here? Okay, surprisingly, PS2 games, although not many of them, a lot of PS2 versions of games are going for a lot more than the Xbox version. Look up... Okay, do you know the game Obscure? It's about, like, the kids that fight plant monsters in the hospital, at a high school. The Xbox version goes for around, like, $20, whereas the fucking PS2 version goes for, like, 80 to 100. It's insane. And I'm not sure why. There's some PS2 games that have always just kind of been expensive. Rule of Rose, fucking... What's that? From Software horror game. Not Echo Knight, which is also kind of expensive right now, but Kuan. Oh my god, yeah, Obscure on the PS2 is ridiculously expensive, yeah. But the Xbox version is... Where's that fucking dragon? Okay, that's odd. It just didn't spawn. So this is a lot of firsts for me in this game. That dragon's always there, and that door at the bottom that I just went through was never there. Yeah, Kuan is, like, super expensive. But, like, yeah, no, the original, fucking PS2 versions of the Silent Hill games that aren't multi-platform are also more expensive than their Xbox versions. Like, what's it called? Jesus. Fucking Silent Hill 2 and 4 are a lot more expensive on the PS2. A friend of mine actually gave Kuon and Haunting Ground to me completely for free back in 2014. Truly, I'm blessed. You lucky motherfucker. I'm so salty right now. Oh yeah, Haunting Ground's also expensive. I don't know. I think it's because, in some ways, because the PS2 was easier to publish for and the like, that it also allowed for more niche games to get on there that didn't get, like, wow, I'm getting ganked. That allowed for a lot more niche games to get on there. So you had sometimes, like, a smaller publishing thing, as opposed to no publishing at all, like on the Xbox. So that's why Kuon and, like, Rule of Rose. Well, Rule of Rose was kind of like a different story, and Haunting Ground are expensive. But yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. Fucking 5th gen and... Why am I doing this to myself? 5th gen and... 6th gen and 7th gen are really nice to collect for right now. You're going to be hard-pressed to find a PS3 and 360 game that goes over $40 these days. If that. I would say, like, 35 is, like, the highest you'll ever pay for a game, unless it's, like, fucking super rare, like that Safari game for the PS3. Silent Hill 4 is pretty expensive on both systems, to be honest. Silent Hill 2 is so cheap on the Xbox compared to the greatest hits PS2 version of it. I thought Silent Hill 4 was only, like, $15 or $15 to $20 on the original Xbox. That's how much I, like, got mine for. Yeah, but no, Silent Hill 2 is pretty fucking cheap. As opposed to its PS2 counterpart. I think the reason why Silent Hill 4 is a bit cheaper, though, is because it's basically stuck on the Xbox, those, like, 6th gen consoles and PC. PC versions of Silent Hill games are nightmarishly expensive. Back when I tried to get it, they were pretty comparative. Let me check. Okay. The PC version of Silent Hill 2 goes for over $100. And usually, I wouldn't condone stealing a game, but if they're not willing to sell it anymore, because basically, as Yahtzee said, fucking Silent Hill 4 is basically fucking vaporware right now. You might as well. Although they did just backwards compatibly made a fucking Silent Hill 2 and 3 HD collection backwards compatible on the Xbone, but I don't get why you would ever play that. They also put it on PS Now, in case you're subscribed to that for some reason. What weapon am I using? Yeah, you know what? This Falconer's actually pretty damn good, so I'm gonna keep using it. Repair equipment. Yeah, leather armor, boots. Okay.
Do come back.
Let me just check the chat again. Eee. Oh yeah, the HD. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's gone down on the Xbox version, I guess. Yeah. Zelda 4 was actually the first one I played in the series, but not played properly. See, when I was younger, I've been going to the swap meet. I've mentioned swap meet like 500 times now, in both videos and in the stream. But I go to a swap meet, and I've been going there since I was 5, so like 15 years. And when I was around 7 or so, I picked up Silent Hill 4 for some reason. And fucking my parents don't usually have a problem. Even back then, my parents didn't really have a problem with me playing like gory or spooky shit. Which is kind of why I got away with playing like Halo, which I mean isn't super gory, but they got away with Halo and Doom 3. I actually got Doom 3 for my 5th birthday. I mean, not 5th birthday, 10th birthday? What is this? Firebomb. Okay, for my 7th birthday. And I picked it up at the swap meet, and they were okay with me owning it until I saw the trailer, you know, the opening cinematic with all like that creepy VHS effect on it. And at one point, Henry is beating like a dog, and my mom saw that. And yeah, I guess animal cruelty is apparently much worse than humanoid cruelty. So, whatever. Even though they're like mummy dogs. I mean, I understand why, and I'm kind of glad I didn't play Silent Hill 4 at that age. Because I would say it's definitely the creepiest out of the bunch. Definitely has like an upsetting atmosphere to it, at least. Oh god, the gankening is real. Shit, if I don't want to die right now. Oh man, I remember having to be careful about what I played when my parents were home. For some reason, I wasn't allowed to play Half-Life 2 as well. That game got banned from me, except for one day. I was, like, sick. And I think it was at Hollywood Video, and my dad was like, oh, you know what? Because you're sick and you've been a good kid, I'll let you rent one game. Not rent, but buy one game from like the Hollywood Video bargain bin of shame or whatever. And that's where I got like Buffy the Vampire game. Which, you know, someday I gotta do a video on. And for some reason I picked up Half-Life 2, much to my mother's dismay, but because my dad had bought it for me without knowing, she's like, fine, play it, whatever. And that's how I got to play Half-Life 2. And it was okay. I'm not a big fan of Half-Life 2, honestly. I feel it's a bit overrated. Okay. Good night, sweet prince. My mom banned The Sims 2 in our house. Oh, damn. The Sims? My parents were very lenient with stuff. So long... The thing was, so long as a game didn't have, like, sex in it, it was fine. Okay, so I can go back to the Nexus now. So long as a game didn't have, like, sex or, like, perverted stuff in it, I was fine for playing it. Oh, unless there was, like, animals, like, cruelty as well, apparently. Silent Hill 4 is really underrated, honestly. Yeah, no, it is. Because my sister had an obsession with making her Sims lesbians, and my mom's Catholic heart couldn't handle it. Well, I didn't grow
The
up
one you struggle
Catholic.
or wage to
I
love?
I come from a sort of my father. Well, okay, both of my parents are basically atheists. I wasn't even baptized. My father was originally like an Anglican because he's from England. Um, and my mother was like a lapsed Catholic turned
The
Jew because
monumental
of
will
like
explain the
Jewish
next
because
to
of like
the-
a marriage. So, but she was agnostic. So, you know, I grew up in a very liberal, open kind of house. So I've never had problems like other people have with like religion or being open about who I am. So I'm kind of happy about that. I'm kind of really happy. I had it better than most. But yeah, the fucking gay Sims, I will not have that in my house. Okay? Banned. My father himself came from like a mixed marriage. He came from Liverpool, and there it's like basically 90% Irish, but there's like two camps. You're either Protestant Irish, or like fucking Catholic Irish. And my father's dad was Catholic, but my father's mother was Protestant, and my father was raised Protestant. So yeah. My mom is Catholic and my dad's a Muslim. Go figure.
I am one of the monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality.
I gotta say, that must be a
There is
pretty
something
strict
thou
house.
needest to know. Once, we too, the
Grab it and
scourge
drink.
of demons faced.
Parents can really mess up kids by trying to push religion
In the
on their kids.
distant
Yeah.
past, under a benevolent
I was a
rule,
lot
the
luckier
world
than most.
was united, owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening. of
Another
the old one.
slideshow. Toshi must have
Across the
deleted a
land
lot of fucking
drifted
files.
colourless deep fog, and the world faced extinction.
I grew up
at the
very
hands of
atheist.
the
Well,
demons.
but were you baptized Catholic? Is your soul
We were able to
saved?
lull the old one back to his slumber.
When
When
you
the
die,
army
will
lost of innumerable souls,
if you were to die as a
and
baby,
half the world
would you go straight to
lost,
limbo hell
erased
or
by
what?
the fog. In order to mend
Because
the
I wasn't
fabric
insured.
of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders.
I was also born out of
six
wedlock, in
precious
case.
archstones.
Not that any of you asked.
One to the king of a small yet diligent land. One to the
Welcome
king
to
of the
Devin's
burrows
misery
underground.
stream. Freaking Toshi. He's
One
Hillary Clinton
to
of
the
video
one
game
king
cutscenes.
of the great ivory tower.
Ooh.
One to the chieftain of
Fucking
lost
deleting
and
them all.
ill-fortuned souls. One to the shaman of the tempest worshipping
damn.
shaman. And the last to the great
Don't worry, we have
giant
these beautiful
of the northern
slideshow
lands.
images.
The archstones were placed at nodes
My
across
parents
the
got
earth.
married because my mom was pregnant with me.
They
Oh.
contained the old one inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we
Delete,
became
delete, delete.
monumentals,
Yet somehow I was
half-living
planned.
sentinels
Shake my
of the
head.
fabric of reality.
I wasn't.
Alas,
that fucking
other
that
monumentals
they told me
perished.
that
Only I remain.
the hard way. It didn't really matter much. I was going out like on a date with a guy named Jay, cool guy. But I was going on a date with a guy like Jay, and for some reason my mom was like, just be careful who you go out with and wear protection. Yeah, it might impregnate someone. That's how I got you. The pregnancy pills didn't work. I'm glad to hear you now, roommate. I was a miracle baby. This actually turned out to be a nicer stream than I thought it was gonna be. I might do more of these. I mean, yeah, I named this one Part 1, which I feel like kind of was stupid in retrospect, because I usually don't name them Part 1 until after I know there's gonna be a Part 2. But yeah, no, I might do more of these, actually. Because, oh, yeah, fucking, I'm not sure if I'm gonna schedule these like David Cage Mondays or whatever, but I think whenever I just get the time, I'll do more of these. I mean, protection is important for reasons other than pregnancy. Yeah, no, I mean, of course, but the added on part of you were born was, I don't know. They were hinting at something. Well, they straight up told me. We're glad to be here, man. What was it? Oh, I'm a Dex fag. Oh no. I'll never be fucking good on fucking shit Dark Souls. Like r/fucking shit Dark Souls. They'll laugh at me forever. Fuck it. I'm gonna be a. Okay, what upgrades my like equipment burden? Okay, so it is endurance. Strength, yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Art thou done? Main thine strength.
Because I want to get like a fucking super power armor, and just fucking start rolling. I want to stop by real quick to ask you real quick if my Spider-Man boy sounded like Garfield, and also stop level up Dex never again. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I was just building a fucking Trunks here, Trunks near, in case you didn't see him earlier. He also has like a tinge of like, I don't know, Native American going on. Don't know what's happening here, but that's what he is. As for Spider-Man boy sounding like Garfield, I didn't get that vibe when watching the movie. Why? Did Inti say something? Bobfish said it. Okay. I don't think Bobfish has watched fucking Garfield then. Unless he's talking about the amazing Heathcliff. Speaking of Heathcliff, Steve has this mystery DVD of Heathcliff and Mario on it. And either I'm never paying attention when he tells me, but I don't know what's on that disc. So what Steve could be sitting on right now is like this crazy beta Super Mario World X fucking Heathcliff. And we don't know. And Steve could be lying about it through his teeth and just never tell us. Yeah. No. Sorry, family. The amazing Heathcliff is supposed to be a pun. Is that all you were here for? Okay. Cool. If I remember, it was a lame-ass DVD that just had some thing happen between Mario and Heathcliff. What was it? Do you still have that CD? Or DVD or whatever?
Look at me. Clear out the soul, the Lord.
Okay. Gonna save a fucking store over here. Lame-ass Heathcliff shit and an ad for Heathcliff. Fucking post the DVD. Give us the files. You're sitting on history right here, Steve. Wait. Oh shit. I can summon someone. Okay. I wasn't expecting to get this on stream. I don't know where it is. Fucking failing me, man. You're failing everyone on the stream. Fucking summon, please. Please. Summon. Yes! Ah! We got a summon, boys. What's his name? Grievous Knight? Generic Knight. Okay, hi, Generic Knight. Okay, so... Fucking, when's that dragon coming down? It'd be nice if you moved. Perhaps. Just so I know you're alive. Okay, cool. I got it from a cereal box. I also have a Shrek DVD that has Shrek 4D Ride, but it's not in 4D. What? You have a treasure trove of just weird shit, Steve, that you're sitting on and not sharing. You're like that guy who had like that Bio Ape unreleased game and like fucking wouldn't share it and just fucking until someone bought it for like $1,000 off of him, and then that guy had to post it online. I keep thinking about how I'm gonna play Countdown Vampires all the way to the end, and I want to die. Still standing there. Will Generic Knight ever fucking move? I'm writing a story and I need unsettling music. And any recommendations? Ugh. Anything from Angel's Egg, specifically Accumulation of Time. Fucking Generic Knight, come on. The private server is a failure. What are the guys on the Discord? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just checking the Discord right now to see if anyone posted anything about being Generic Knight. The 60 Spider-Man's OST is pretty riveting. Oof, okay. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs, help Astora or whatever, and then be on my way. I think there are dogs here. What was the soundtrack you used again for fucking the Garfield Spider-Man movie that you apparently made that I did not bear witness to whatsoever? Steve, the Amazing Spider-Man or whatever. Who is this Ruben? What? Yes, that's me. Lol. Oh, okay. Riveting conversation.
Thanks to you, I can now forge ahead.
Oh, shit. Generic Knight. He lives. Okay. 1994 Spider-Man OS. Will Generic Knight and I defeat the Tower Knight? Who knows? Knowing my luck, I'm gonna screw up completely. Oh, but this is so much fun actually having a person here. And he's a fucking mage. Fucking, how do I ban this guy? That made me so angry. Ow. Thank you. Just murdered that man in cold blood. Here, give me 11.
Thanks for that.
Okay, where do I go up, actually? Right here. Thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Bionar, Jesus. See you, Steve. Really awesome. She's on Instagram and Twitter. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. We got it. Oh yeah, lag backstabbing. Truly, the the demon soul's way. Gang Squad. It feels. Shoutouts to 2009 for this mood, this feeling. Yeet, yeet indeed. My favorite boy. Okay, time to just fucking rush these archers. Okay, please move. Okay. I think he has the right idea as well. Ow. Okay. Oh shit. God. Please no. Ugh. Ow. Okay, let's go to town. We did it! Yes! Yes! I'm gonna give that motherfucker an S. I think that's the best score. I hope that's the best score. Forgot you actually grade people on this fucking thing. Generic Knight, you sexy beast. Oh my god. Well, that was certainly something. Destroyed that boy in standard definition. Yes, we did.
Thou seedent. Soul
Vitality.
of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn
Oh wait, no,
from its
not
vessel.
disparity. You.
Let strength be granted so the world might be
Vitality a
mended.
bit more.
So the world might be mended.
Just keep raising endurance. And strength, yeah. I can't raise strength. So
Art
apparently
thou done?
listening to your stream helps me work on my homework.
Main thy
Oh, the past 5 minutes was just me going. I'm trying to be clutch. Soul of the lost, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, return to life, whatever, so the world might be mended. Okay, I think I can use the Vanguard Soul. Or something, yeah. Whatever.
thou then. Soul of the mind, key
Oh,
to
what? I
life's
need, like-
ether. I shall await thine return.
need more
with prayer
souls.
of deep-
Okay, I think that's about it.
thou
Okay.
seedent.
I just wanted the
Soul of the
souls.
mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the art thou done?
Okay. Well, I don't think I can complete. Wait, actually, let me go to World 4-1, and I believe if I take off like all my armor, I think I can fucking do like a skip and just kill a boss super easy. And then I think I'll end the stream here. If not, then well. Because you need to like have like your kind of like best roll so you can get over to your thing. Dev, I have the most private server at your house. I'm such a fucking anime character now. Hey Naruto!
You over there. You seem to have your head about you. Come here. I have a priority. Don't be afraid. You have mud.
Actually, what's my world tendency? White-ish.
I am Sat. Have you seen the
That's
sword
Satsuki.
inscribed? I will.
Do we have the same haircut? Fucking animal. Aping my style. What a bitch. Yeah, so this game is filled more with ninja skeletons than I would say any of the other ones. So what we need to do, I mean, nothing personal, kid. That's basically what happened with me in general, generic knight. Oh, gang squad. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. Dev, make your character the goodest boy so you can get the good boy points. But what if I want to be bad? Ooh. There, fuck. Oh, stream over. I fucking. Ugh. I felt fucking disgusting saying that. Ugh, okay. Well, that was certainly something, guys. I do plan on continuing this. This was actually a lot of fun. Well, the situation went from 0 to 100 real fast. Real quick. Okay. So yeah, no, I definitely do plan on continuing this fucking series at some point. I don't think I'm gonna really schedule this one. I usually don't stream on the weekends because I work weekends. But maybe after David Cage Mondays, I might just do Demon Souls or something. I don't know. It's usually easier to get Steve on Mondays than any other day, so please, please never continue this. Good times. That was fun. Thanks, Pocket Rocket. I'm good. Thank you. Fun stream. Thanks for playing. Oh, no problem. Thanks. Thank you guys for watching. Can't wait for David Cage Monday. I certainly can. Hopefully I don't have anything to do Monday. Usually I don't, but you never know. Monday just happens to be the best day for me to not have to do shit. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you relatively soon. Anyways, bye.